Building an integrated online marketing plan. What the experts say. So let's start with a reality check. I find that most companies still find social media to be a mystery. And usually I'll ask how many marketers absolutely love social media. Usually what I find is usually a small number of people that raise their hands and they love social media. In my seminars, those are the people that have their phones or their tablets out and they're using Twitter throughout this talk. However, I've noticed that older marketers that are responsible for most of what's going on online, they're not in love with social media. In fact, they see that social media makes their life a lot more difficult because there's so much to remember, so much to do, and in the mix of everything, they don't see a clear use and they don't see a clear return for the use of the company. And so there are a lot of experts out there that tell people that they have to be in social media. They have to be using it in order for their company not to be left behind. And it's almost using scare tactics to make you feel guilty that you're not doing social media. And so the question is, do you have to do all of these things that you're being told to do? Well, here's a reality check that changed how I viewed social media. You see, back in 2008, people were talking about how Dell made $1 million in revenue off of using Twitter. Then about 6 months later, the headlines came out that Dell had made $3 million from Twitter-related sales. About 6 months after that, Dell rides Twitter to $6.5 million in sales, and that's cumulative over the past 2 years. Well, dig into this a little bit further. So Dell makes $3 million with Twitter in 1 year. What does that really mean? When we compare this to the total annual revenue of Dell, Dell makes $61 billion in 1 year. $3 million is less than 0.01% of their revenue. So let's look at that number in perspective. That means that for 1/100th of their revenue, Dell used amazing amounts of resources. They put multiple people with multiple Twitter accounts to monitor Twitter for people having problems with their Dell computer or with Dell service. And so they put more money, more investment into Twitter than they ever got out of it. Are you able to put a lot of investment into Twitter to receive 0.01% of your revenue through that channel? And so when the experts are telling you that you have to use Twitter, look at Dell, look at what they've produced. You can't compare the two. Unless you are making $61 billion in sales, then $3 million is not a whole lot of money in that context. So you've got to compare what you can invest into a specific media, and does it make sense to invest it there in order to get an expected return. So social media was not made for marketers. It was made for people to communicate like interests in a specific place where they could give and receive advice. It's older than the modern internet. People are what social media is all about. It's a place where people can share information, stories, and hobbies. You see, it's more what I would describe as a gated community. It's where people want to be able to share information without the influence of marketing. So it's not open to everybody. It's where people want to share their experiences and guide other people in making decisions or finding information. And so when a marketer comes and presents company information, that presents a problem because people want unbiased information from other people that have common interests. And so here's my advice. Number one, avoid experts who don't know your business. You see, online forums, articles, marketing by social media companies, seminars, all kinds of things about social media, they're full of people who will tell you how to run your business. But if they don't know your business, if they don't know how you monetize, how you market, who your market is and how you sell to them, then they don't know your business. And so because of that, you need to avoid anyone telling you that you have to use certain marketing techniques when they don't understand how you make money or how your business runs. I call this the shiny object syndrome. They are people that will tell you that you have to use these things. And many times, a lot of the CEOs or C-level people hear about these new media opportunities and they get distracted and they feel like we have to do this in order to make money. So I want you to stop feeling guilty about not using social media or not using it effectively or not giving it the time you might think it deserves. Do those experts truly know your business? Do they know the demands on your time? Do they know what makes your company money? If not, then don't listen, because this course is going to be all about finding the strengths of your marketing and the strengths of those channels available to you so that you can be more effective in your online marketing.